some early rounds ahead of the stream on YouTube tomorrow. So the goal today is to get to 28 in 50 and 100, I think. 28 is the smart AI marker. I don't think we're going to do a lot of commentary. It's going to be pretty chill. Let's do 50 first. Actually, let me put my team in very quickly. Always nice to start out game one with an OCO. Bum, 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 bum. A little bit worried about Mawile. Stakes in the quill. I might not bother with the overlay having the correct team for me, actually. It's just so slow. I need to type it in every time. We were heat proof, right? Do we really want to take one of those? I mean, the incentive to swap in Gen 4 is so high, though, particularly level 50. You want the elevations for round 3. It's arguable which one of these is worse. Go Snorant. Actually, if something causes problems, it's going to be Riolu. Mega crit from Trico avoided. Wing attack was not in slot 1. Mawal is unbelievably OP in the first round of Factory for a reason. We can take Murkrow after this. Hmm. Mawal losing to Bagon would be legendary. It didn't happen though. It was always going to be Murkrow, realistically. Smooth round one, okay. We could alternate between 50 and 100. I just think it's simpler to do 50 at once and then 100 at once. Seeking Octillery. Well, first let's see who the elevation is. Okay. It is a weird draft. I'm not that worried though, given it's still random AI. We'll go with the less powerful but more reliable Hitmonchan. I'm not sure if that's match punch range. Not. Definitely not. That's an oof. We're going to have to risk the Water Pulse on Sandslash, aren't we? I know Octillery is a final Pokemon, and arguably it would be nice to have Hitmonchan alive so I can finish off after Earthquaking it with Sandslash. On the other hand, Hitmonchan is way too much of a liability to keep alive. Yeah, don't use the move, I guess. I'm not even sure if Rock Slide kills from here. We should get the Light Cheat boost if we do go Hitmontop and we do get hit by Air Cutter. But Air Cutter can also crit, of course. It was a range, right? Crush Claw is more likely to hit than Rock Slide. It's 95% versus 90%. Okay. Again, since we know the final one is Torkoal. Okay, the crit after the sword stance is quite an oof, admittedly. Don't know its ability either. I don't get the drop myself. I would say overall, lucky to survive this game. Although Sword Dance into Aerial Ace crit is horrendous RNG, for sure. Pikachu and Piplup. Simply because we know Pikachu is the lead. Going Gligar. Da, da, da. Really not happy with taking Pikachu, but whatever. It is what it is. Thanks, Zeus. Serious upgrade again. Not super sure. We'd always kill, actually. Because Pidgeot is bulkier than we think. That's fine. So, Cypher 1 is fine, I think. It's possible that... Or the last Pokemon has to be an electric type, basically, for this to be close. So we just switch Gligar out. Let's drop Pelipper. Okay, there was no Intimidate text. Huge damage. I'm a tiny bit worried about Combuskin, which is a rare sentence. If I switch out of Octillery, it'll be fine, but Octillery is difficult to switch out of. We can go into Cypher. The issue with going Magneton is that Octillery 2 has Flamethrower, and Octazooka probably also can kill because of the Life Orb damage boost. Arbok would be more attractive as an option if it had Intimidate. I can just stay in because Magneton is faster than Octillery. But if I'm staying in, I need to have something that always beats Combuskin. And it's awkward to switch Cypher into Combuskin. I think Cypher, though. Thanks, Scotto. It's unlikely that it'll come to this, but I don't have time to use Sword Stance. Okay, immediate Octazooka, that's fine. I think we do have to finish it off, obviously. It is combusting in that was expected. Just worried about the final. Magnus one is really good. Gen 4, yeah. I want to swap, but I'm omega scared of being flamethrowered. There's no point. I think we just attack. Okay, that is exactly what I was afraid of, pretty much. We do not get rock slid. I guess revenge for being Octazookered into Sky Uppercutted. What are my elevations? Swallow. We can lead Jolteon 1, it's fine. Skarmory 1 is a bit weird. I don't think it's a great anti-Noland Pokemon. Match 1 it was Pluck Swallow 1. I mean, whatever we take that isn't these two, it's going to be swapped. I guess we could also Agility Pass to Groudon sometimes. I won't be taking any of those, though. Wiki 2. I'm just not sure about the Citrus. We probably should believe in Jolteon. Okay. I feel like Purugly 2 is a much more serious option over the rather slow Crawdaunt. Lining as well. Okay, there's going to be some decent swap options, I guess. Could also go Moffin. I don't hate Moffin, I just think that Purugly does a better job. Okay, let me do it. Hey, Astral. I mean, we can go Purugly. Purugly just doesn't benefit as much from the Baton Pass. Shadow Claw doesn't do very much to Skarm. Go for the defense boost, though. We'll also go for Spikes. I can't imagine Spikes being worth taking the damage, though. Okay. Gen 3 Protect moment. I mean, Skarm is good at beating up the tier 3 opponents, yes, but I don't think Skarm will be that good into Thornton. Like, a lot of Pokemon that Thornton can bring. They are quite capable of embarrassing Skarm. Matang too. I'm half thinking about the Lineen. It's just a bit weird. I don't love the double normal. This isn't Gen 3. There are some quite fast fighting types. Probably best to stick. I'm wondering if I actually want to Baton Pass in Raw. Baton Pass would be better than switching, because if it does go for Bullet, I'd rather Bullet hit Jolteon probably. I don't think Raw really works out the way I want. It's okay. I'm still faster, obviously. Persian. I would say that Perugly is a better cat. Perugly is better than Persian, in my opinion. Celio. I don't think I'm ever swapping. Missy's a little bit interesting, right? Because it does swap into Earthquakes aimed at Jolteon from Thornton, and Lunatone is a similar story. Lunatone might actually just be better than Skarmory. I just don't believe in Lunatone. Lunatone is betting on Thornton bringing something bad, which does happen fairly often. There are bad set 1 Pokemon. I just think Lunatone, like Rock, is just too weak to too many types, right? If we're gonna bet on something, we should probably be betting on Skarm. Let's put the team in, actually, for the overlay. So it's a set 1 trainer before Thornton, so this is my last chance to swap, probably. There are very, very few good set 1 Pokemon. Okay. I'm not sure if we kill. We do, that's nice. I can roar if it does that again. I don't care. Burn Skarmory is not worth keeping alive, I don't think. Okay. Okay, so we kind of need Jolteon to carry against Thornton, which is not unusual. This is the hardest fight in Gen 4 Frontier. Okay, Yanmega 1 is a great start, though. So I'm playing a 3 versus 2. I can't ask for a better quote than that, really. I guess if it is Speed Boost and it uses Detect and Signal Beam crits Jolteon. That really sucks. But it also has to do all of that, and it's going to want to use Double Team on turn 1 almost all the time. Or we could actually turn on the in-game music. Yes, it is possible for Detect to be used on turn 1, but it's much more likely to be Double Team. And I don't want to Agility on Double Team. I don't want to miss. Well, the next turn. So Fortin always brings set 1 Pokemon in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, level 50. Magmortar. Okay, that's not good news for Skarmory being useful. I was kind of hoping you weren't own tempo and that you were thick fat. Okay. I'll turn up a bit more. Okay. I'd love to keep Jolteon alive, I just don't think it's ever a good idea to swap into an Oko move. We could sack Skarm. Sacking Skarm is not a terrible idea. Skarmory has Ockerberry, but it won't save it. After we sack Skarm, we can go and Body Slam. Then it'll be a Jolteon 1v1. On the other hand, we can Thunderbolt and Body Slam, and as long as Purugly doesn't get burned by Flame Body, it's a 2v1. But it's a 2v1 with our worst 2 Pokemon in Purugly and Skarmory. On the other hand, if I can get a low roll from Fire Blast or a miss, it's actually a 3v1. Probably what tips it. Okay. Burn would also ignore the low roll, of course. Okay, lucky. Bum, 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 bum. Could still lose. Biggest fear, probably not Garchomp for once. Okay, that's fine. It's got a Wakamberry, but it's fine. Because Purugly is faster than Honchkrow. Goodbye, music. Goodbye, music. Okay, we'll do. Obviously, need to do one more round to each smart AI. Blah 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 blah. Go away. And maybe should have tracked the elevation. X's or can be a lot of things. It's not the elevations you want. I think Jolteon coming back is fine. We can lead Jolteon. I don't like putting Jolteon in the back because of its single type coverage. I think we'll just go with the safe combination of Jolteon and Polian. I guess maybe Blissey better than Jinx. Maybe. I'm not taking Dusk Noir. We could just lose like a strong earthquake user, but I can't cover that. I'm gonna take the Blissey instead of the Jinx. There we go. I want to be a little bit scared of this, I think. What I'm feeling is, if it attacks, the thing is, I don't want to give it Swarm. I'm thinking about going Empoleon. I don't like Thunderwave very much. Oh, we definitely attack, I just don't like it. It hasn't used Bullet Punch, obviously. The Tom Pass. That's really, really bad. Oh no. And we might need Jolteon alive as well. I mean, yeah. Consolation prize here is that obviously Jinx is slower than Flygon. I think we sack Blissey. On the other hand, I might need Blissey to beat this. If it earthquakes on the first turn against Empoleon, I'm just going to lose. It's just going to happen. It's inevitable. The plan is mostly for that not happening. It might be correct to let Jolteon faint, so Blissey can come in and Hyper Beam, and then I can Aqua Jet at least. And I hope that Empoleon beats Scizor and an unknown Pokemon. It won't be a mono ground type, because that would have come in instead of Flygon on the Switch AI. But that's about all I know. I'm half thinking about switching into Empoleon as well. Okay, let's go Empoleon. Decided. If Empoleon gets hit by Earthquake, I might have to use Sing. Yeah, that's fine. I just want you to put you in range of Hyper Beam. I don't care about anything else. It could do something very funny, of course. It could use Roost on the Hyper Beam. Nice crit. Okay, Roost is no longer a concern. We should kill. I'm very glad to be getting out of this. Okay, we'll be stealing Flygon. Could also consider Scizor. The thing about level 50 is I don't like being on 5, even 4 elevations is sometimes bad for round 7. I don't think this improves it. I should have done this on turn 1. It's so bulky. Alien. Orosphere, everyone knows what that is. Right. I'm not sure any of these are an upgrade again. Could just go for a generic water, I guess. It's probably an upgrade over Empoleon. That's fine. That's a bit annoying. I can see the logic behind Sandstorm, but I'd rather go for the Dragonclaw crit. Nice. Was not expecting to kill. That's a nice bonus. Extra sensory can be a lot of things as well. We'll take Lucario. The Steel Dragon Core is kind of fake because Lucario's too frail, but it's an upgrade over Polito, which is all that really matters. Did not get Trick Roomed. I think I'd rather take Gengar actually on the Dragonclaw hint. That's not the scary one. Probably is my job to stay in though. Yeah. Lychee Berry is a mistake. Jab. No. Jab is somewhat rare in set 2, I feel. This is fine. Okay. Show me the Yachi. Nice Yachi. Yachi crit, wonderful. I'm also not sure Shadow Ball even kills. Gosh, that's a tilting start, isn't it? Wow. It's never going to swagger again. It is always going to be a swap. I don't think it was possible to lose the Shuckle anyway, since the Shuckler's never going first. Right, so we've done the 28. We now need to do 28 on open. That means we need to stop this. $100. Probably still not doing the my team syncing. I don't think I can be bothered still. Bum, bum, bum. Jolteon1 is determined to be the protagonist of this stream. It is a very, very good draft. We'll just go for the bulky team, I think. That's actually quite concerning because of the whole speed tie thing against Jolteon. He kind of also has a crit Mence though. I don't believe in it happening. Mostly taking Walrein because Charizard 1 is actually quite a serious Pokemon with the Batea Berry boost and everything. Okay. I'm not confident in this kill. Nice, okay. I don't need Jolteon for Ninetales. But it's helpful to sweep. Mamo! Also a little bit of a concern. Luckily we've got Kingdra as a swap option. Bum, 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 bum. I guess Kingdra makes way for Mamoswine. Just in terms of being slightly better in a combination with Ment's one. Now, the Salac Berry is super, super, super annoying. I think we just paralyze it. It means that sometimes Jolteon does lose this 1v1, but that's fine. Like, exactly like that, yeah. It doesn't really matter who's out. I guess it was Lucario Heracross in the back, right? So if I go Mamo, it'll be Heracross forced out because it's the same type category. And Mamoswine has Peck, but Peck won't kill Heracross 1. Whereas Mence, I'm pretty sure we can handle it more directly, right? No focus ban, that was the only real concern. Staraptor. We're giving up something. What is it going to be? Probably will be Mamo. It's D-Knight that I'm thinking about mostly. Okay. That kind of makes me want to swap. But I would be swapping into Kang, and Kang is probably a better plan for D-Knight anyway. Because D-Knight's going to survive the double bolt. It's possible for it to swap here. Yeah. Nice crit. Okay, this is over. It's the natural cure sleep switch. One of the rare times where the AI can swap on its own accord. I'm not scared of Scizor 2, but I will be swapping to be slightly better into it, I think. And now Torrent Jet, yes. Okay, that was smooth, but it was only round one. Gengar and D-Knight. Of course, it can be set 1 or 2. Stuff because I want to take Leafeon, but I'm concerned about putting Leafeon in the back. I don't want to lead Leafeon into Gengar. So it might be time to leave Leafeon behind here, which is fine. I think Snorlax is a very reliable early round Pokemon against random AI because random AI does less damage on usual since it's not always using the strongest move. I think I'm settling on Alakazam, Snorlax, and probably Gramble over Glalie. Just for the Intimidate. I could also lead Gramble, but it's probably being swapped anyway, so it probably does not matter. It's just always very tempting to take something that always wins the first matchup. Don't think Facade always kills. Shuckle Breloom. It's not as important to get 14 out of 14 swaps in level 100. I don't know how, like, the Life Orb Gengar, I never love it, but I think we can take it here. I should have swapped, maybe. We're not doing the bulky team if we do this, but it is the fast winning team. Oh yes, it was you first actually. This was a mistake. Fair enough. Let's not miss this turn. I think we swap for the solid water type. Bam, bam, bam. Get the drop. Or the crit. That's the wrong drop. I wasn't talking about that drop. Okay. No recover. None of this matters. I mean, at low IVs, I guess the Life Orb Gengar 2 is good. I just worry about situations where you can't just Shadow Ball and then you have to rely on Hypnosis hitting, and I guess you've got Substitute. It just feels weird to use Substitute against random AI. Definitely take the Gastrogoat. Tentacruel 2. Hmm. Yeah, that's the problem. It can actually do that. Whatever. Yeah, well played. I guess I sub at least once. Yeah. Nice. Keep missing. Wow. Luckily, this shouldn't matter that often because Gastrodon easily beats Miltank. I can understand people who say they like Gengar 2. I don't disagree on a factual level that it can be effective. Do we ditch Zam here? Feels a bit weird to go like this though. Okay, we obviously can yawn at least. I think I'd rather risk. I don't know if I'd rather risk Gengar on Gastro. You know what? I'm just gonna burn this turn. Okay, it missed anyway. That's fine. So it used extreme speed there to wake up early, so it denied the Dream Eater. And now I miss. And now I miss. And now I miss. I hope I don't kill here. I do. That's sad. Okay, whatever. I mean, that was a lot of Hypnosis misses. This is the problem. It's last match, so it's Charizard free, Umbreon free. We can open up with Yawn, it's fine. We can also open up with switching to Gastro. Like, I quite like Sam being up. I think even Gengar appreciates it. At the same time. I think it is an obvious swap. Interesting. Because I want to try and get around the facade. I wonder if I should actually have used Iron Defense there. It's unlikely to actually kill Gengar before it kills itself. It doesn't actually have any AI, so it's using crunch completely randomly here. Yeah. That's fine. I think it's maybe better to get the damage off. Okay, no horrendous chain of misses. Toxicroak. Oh, shackle free. Even in random AI rounds, you're not coming. We can lead Mamo 4. I think that's fine. I don't see myself regretting that. I'm tempted to go these two in the back. Like, we're forced into a special team if we don't want to take Shuckle. I guess the alternative is I lead Ninetales, which I do see the logic behind. Yeah, I think it's good enough. It's not really the team I want to have against Fortin, though. So because it's Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Fortin does bring set 1 Pokemon in the Silver fight. If it was Platinum, it would be set 4 Pokemon. Now, there's no reason to risk the Carmine set up here. Okay, so we can swap for that for sure. Beating it's going to be a little bit annoying. I have the berry, but the berry's not going to save me from the 2-shot. It might be best to go for the burn. It's either that or I swap right now. Wow, okay. And I survive. Okay, nice, yeah. Thing is, I can't flinch you, so this is all academic. Float saw him first, makes sense to me. We'll take D-Knight on the lead, I think. And we'll try and make sure that Floatzel remains a... Let's swap in. Or the Water Pokemon is in that slot. I don't want to activate Guts. And I'm not sure if Surf Draco always kills. Which makes me think I should probably just Draco twice. Okay, if I crit, obviously it doesn't matter. Yeah, you see, because it's random AI, it can Earthquake here, so it's not a free swap to... Not a free swap to Floatzel at all. Let's just Surf. Okay, we crit, that's a big deal. Just have to hit the Earthquake here, really. So we just sort of mooch around until then. Go for the burn. So I think Gastrodon on the Floatzel slot is super interesting. The one downside of that is I can become very weak to grass. I do have a D-Knight lead, though. Nido. I just think it's such an upgrade. I become slow, but the Force in 1 match is rarely about being fast. I really want to swap here, but it's probably a bad idea. I don't think I can take any of those. They were really bad. Ras isn't the real type, but I'm a bit worried about Septile appearing. I think I want to beat Fortin, and therefore I might not be swapping again. Bum, 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 bum. It's unlikely to outplay me with double Psychic. I'm okay with Psychic into Hyper Beam. I'm okay with. I think I don't mind. Please. Nice. Just don't freeze. Yeah. So now we go back to Bolt. And it wakes up immediately. Nice. We just kill it then. And there's a grass type in the back. Just don't miss. Um, I don't think this is better. I really don't think this is better. It's close though. It is close. I can see the logic. It is close. I was hoping you wouldn't click that move, and now it's quite awkward. It's unlikely I need Dragonite, particularly against set 2. I would like this Gastrodon set so much more if it didn't have to click inaccurate moves all the time. Dusknoir, that's fine. Hey, Steffo. I don't see the appeal of any of these, really. It would just be swapping for elevations, and I don't think that's worth it at level 100. That drop sucks. Really? Wow. Okay. That's an impressive two-shot. That's completely fine. Should always be killing. Back to in-game music. Please, Zigzagoon. Okay, so Ride-On is... Obviously, it's another free lead. I really... Because it's going to be a free lead, I could swap maybe... Maybe. Like... It just does not feel like an upgrade. And there are some pretty damn scary set ones that Fortin could field. Like, he could easily bring Scizor. Something really cringe like that. Particularly after a Dragonite faints. Hurry up. $69%. No reason to risk the Draco Meteor miss, we just surf. Go straight through the Pashu Berry. Dragonite does force out some interesting Pokemon in the potential back slots. I am probably most scared of Garchomp. I do have Gastrodon for Garchomp, but it's... You know, it would be a severe loss in momentum, obviously. And I would be risking crits. Shuckle, okay, well... Yeah. The fact that Dragonite baits in rock types is a very nice bonus, isn't it? It might be best to go Mamo. I'm just worried about switching into a Swagger and then it using Power Trick. The reason why it's better to switch to Mamo is because if it does go for Power Trick this turn, obviously Mamoswine can just Oko it. It's gone for Swagger first, so it's not going to Swagger again because I'm already confused, so I just go Mamoswine here. Mamoswine takes no damage from the other moves, and if it Power Tricks, then Mamoswine kills it in one shot. All too easy. Who's last? It needs to be a really good Pokemon to beat me here. Like, honestly, it might be better to double edge. Just because Ice Fang miss feels like the only way to lose if I miss it twice. Okay. Maybe a tiny chance it lives. Eggy is fairly defensive. Even with the Life Orb boost, I think. Probably possible. Unlucky. Unlucky Fortin. Right. End of fun music. Okay, and now we don't lose on round 4 of open level. You need to be a tiny bit careful in round 4 because some of the set 4s are a bit infamous for always having good moves to use. We'll lead Garchomp and have Drifblim as a backup, and then the last slot is like whatever. This is an absurdly strong draft. I should retire if I lose with this team. If I get rid of this and I do max swaps, it becomes possible to lose again. But the swaps are nice. It's a strict upgrade at level 100 to have swaps. I don't want Jolteon though. We'll skip this one. Garchomp and Drifblim alone should win every game, but why tempt it? I forgot you were jolly. And the crit definitely mattered. I am not sure how likely Hydro Pump is to kill. Level 50 is easier if you're playing properly. I'm doing set lookup and everything. Oh, I'm pissed off. I should have swapped, actually. Although, swapping Drifblim in would have been a bit of an oof move if it had been crit as well. It probably should be Politoed. It's fine. Just don't get crit. Just don't get crit. You're actually faster than me, which really sucks. Somewhat rare. Could definitely lose from here. Now, if I'm not scared of being crit, I can just Ice Beam. But I am quite scared. Nice. Okay, we can still be fine. Never mind. God damn it, the crit. The crit on Garchomp and the crit on Politoed. Now I have to go again. Was going a bit too fast, admittedly. Go again. Drapion critting. I don't like Rapidash in the back, but it's fine. Scizor scares me a bit. I'm still going to swap this way, though. I don't think Bite Aqua Tail always does enough. I really want to Rain Dance, but it's going to give it the kill on Waterville if I do. Don't miss into Swords Dance, you idiot. At least we didn't get Bright Powdered. I mostly want to just check what your ability is. It's Anger Point, and Scizor is Technician. Random AI. God damn it. Don't. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I've never seen Heracross be played this well. Oh my god. Wow. That can happen, but that was absurd. What happened there? It was Focus Punch on the Switch. Then Heracross beats Scizor somehow, and then it was Espeon last, which is hilarious, and then Espeon also got 2 self-hits. Well, it's often a mistake to try and play too quickly. But I can't stay awake for another 30 minutes. I haven't got time to do this properly. Okay, well played. Looking suspiciously like smart AI at the moment. Never mind. It's quite a big upgrade on the Gen 3 Lantern 1 set, there's no doubt about that. Sure. I'm pretty sure Discharge into Surf should always kill. Okay. Wow, okay. Da, 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 da. Drifblim. That's a little bit awkward to swap. Don't do anything outrageous, Dragonite. Actually, I'm gonna keep Weavile. Gastrodon 2 is a bit annoying. Like, Snorlax 2 is never gonna Ice Punch and follow it up with Rest as well, right? It was Snorlax 2 in the back, right? Yeah. Okay, that's one way to win. Oh, it's so hot. It is so warm. That's the wrong elevation, but it's fine. There's a fine collection of Pokemon. I wish Arcanine was Intimidate, but whatever. I think we lead the Sand. I guess I could lead off with Fire Fang. I was kind of thinking that superpower is quite likely to two-shot, not even one shot with double Sand. I think Gallade is decent anti-water. Probably going to be very close, even with the boosted damage from Sandstorm, right? It is. Might be correct to go Licky. Okay. This is a surprising number of 5% misses. Well, more like 15% against Metagross, but still. Still a bit vulnerable to some of the bulkier set 1 waters. Don't love this. For once, I hope it's Arena Trap and not Sandvale. I want you for Ursaring. Double. This is awkward now. If Whiskash gets hit. It's not gonna do it, don't worry. Okay, never mind. Torrent crit. Further upgrades to the bulky water. It's very awkward to know what to lead with. Okay, I was not expecting that, but that's fine. It's definitely superpower range. Also definitely going to be bullet range fairly often. Zen Headbutt really is the worst move in the game, isn't it? I would like 2 elevations because I don't want to think too much on round 3. I've forgotten if this was Intimidate. I think 173 probably is Earthquake range, unfortunately. And I can't bullet this anymore. Because I don't have the Pokemon with Bullet Punch. It did go back-to-back Fang, though, which is unlucky. Dude. It's always correct to double shard because of the crit chance. Wow, rewarded for once. Just need to do damage. Doesn't really matter what the damage is. In fact, the sand alone is going to be enough. Lantern free, Gengar free. I don't love taking Muck, but it's... I'm worried about... I'm actually worried about Lantern. You know what? I'm actually going to keep Nidoqueen. Okay. So the way I lose this is by being crit on Lapras. Am I Shell Armor? I am. I don't know how I lose this then. I guess it's Confuse Ray. So I want to go Lapras first so I can swap after that. I don't want to miss Aqua Tail. Nice. Okay. You can swap for Tenta. That's no problem at all. Leading Venu feels fine. I don't think Yanmega 3 is that good in this round. Without Technician. Yeah, I think I'm rather gonna go the Dugong route. And we'll believe in Ambipom not missing double hit. Meta 2 can easily be a take. Kind of want to swap my whole team is the awkward thing. Oh, nice crit, okay. We'll go Tentacle then. I really, really want to be earthquakes, don't I? It's fine. It's still random AI. Surely it's not going to happen. It's a decent move. Please don't do it. Oh my god, it wasn't even an earthquake. That just sucks. Fire punch from Marowak. I can't swap to Metagross on Electrode. That's begging to lose, and then it's Infernape Blast. Gonna have to go even faster now to make it. Very aware I'm playing badly. I'm also very aware that this is the only time I've got this weekend to do this. We can go Golem on turn 1. Could have actually been worse as well, because it could have gone Signal. Fake out into Avalanche. That is indeed better than it would have been played if it had been Smart AI. I kind of want to swap here. Need something for Blissey. Bullet Punch now. Almost. Don't miss the 2-shot. Okay. That's fine. That's a free switch. Actually, I hate doing this, but it's a way to maintain advantage. It's solid rock, that's good to know. Bing, bing. I can swap. It's a lot easier if I don't swap though, isn't it? I've got no idea if that's dry body. Honestly, I want the Gliscor just so he doesn't show up in match 7. No. Not Ice Beam. Sceptile 2 is fine. Boom, 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 boom. We're about to find out if I'm Liquid Ooze. God damn it. I can't swap. I love the mechanic of freeze. I know it's Pinsir in the back, which means it is Tauros now. Nice crit. It's fine. We always live. And you've done your job if you've put it in Shadow Claw range. I'm not sure it's actually in Shadow Claw range. Boom, 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 boom. To just use the move. I shouldn't kill it. But I will Ice Fang, I guess. It should have lived the rock side every time. No way Shiftry 2 is going to do this. Thank God. Hello, Torrent. Magnezone. But it could be Magnezone 2, which is somewhat useless. Masses are set 1. We should live Psychic on Gliscor. If Focus Blast is about 100, then Psychic should do about 250, yeah. Be gone. Kingdra 2 is not great, but it is solid, and that's all I need. Trace is arguably the better ability, but there's never a bad ability at least, which is why it's a good set. Another resist switch. Okay. Well, that really sucks. Sandvale crit. Yeah, this is officially trouble. Wow. Okay, that's really bad then. Sandvale going nuts today. I really hope I two-shot. Got the crit. Sandvale going so hard. What the hell? Gastro 3 is not handled safely by any of these, but I think I am taking Garchomp. I don't trust you not to click Fisher if I swap. I know there's Doug Trio on the enemy team, which is why I kind of want Gliscor though. Yeah, just crit, easy. Oh, please give me some good set fours. No. It's modest. Okay, that's good. I don't know how I feel about like having slacking come out into sand. But I probably should be taking it because it's by far the bulkiest thing that can swap out. What was it first? Dragonclaw? No. Okay. Don't play it clever. Welcome to Slacking's world. Wow, it lived. Do I have a certain hit move? I don't think I do. We can turn off leftovers at least. Wheezing. This is a really strange team, but I actually don't mind it. Just don't want to be crit by payback is all. Wonderful. No. No. It's gonna band, which is fine by me. I think I quite like always going Kingdra. The worst case scenario would be the Stone Edge crit on Kingdra. What would I do then? I mean, I'd have to go back. Okay, let's stay in then. It's probably pointless going to +6 here anyway. Since we know it's set free, there's no super bulky Pokemon that exists really. The ones that would live would be the Focus Sash sets, and going to +6 doesn't help against those anyway. Ebel. I kind of think it's this. Pum, 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 pum. I think it's a mistake to dance. Just kill this without being crit and I win. It's got Shaka, which I think forces this. Unless I want to risk being burned, which I might do. That's an annoying crit, isn't it? Don't crit. Random Shadow Ball into crit would have been devastating. Particularly if it was heat proof. Blastoise. What are my swap options again? Yeah, nothing. Okay, but I don't think I care about that. And I don't think I kill anyway, yeah. Okay. Please, please let me go past round 4. I want to re-roll this, but that doesn't exist. Jesus. What was the first move again? Waterfall? We can counter that. We could just take... The thing is, there's actually quite a lot of Pokemon with Waterfall that would beat Manectric. I'm gonna take you. That's fine. I thought I would two-shot this. Okay. Okay, it was a roll, clearly. Okay. I think decent water type beats out everything else. It might be Fisher, unironically. Because it's gonna Specs. So if it goes to, I guess I want to play against Specs Shadow Ball, right? But Specs Shadow Ball, I go licky licky anyway. I think it's actually Fisher. Okay. I was about to say I'm gonna switch, but that's obviously not gonna be a switch. This might also be a Fisher, but hitting Blizzard would be better. That's fine. I can just double Earthquake then. Adaptability. It's unlikely to play it perfectly, but I am worried. Wonderful. We don't find out what its second move would have been. Pump. I should have put Licky Licky in the front. This was a mistake. I'm gonna put Porygon in the lead, I don't care. Whiscash sucks. Okay. Please. It traced me, which is fine. What's not fine is the chance it uses Ice Beam here. I don't love swapping and exploding, but it might be safer. That's fine. That's not. I don't think Earthquake kills. Go for the Paralyze first then. Serene Grace, Licky Licky. That's actually not incredibly common. What swap options existed? It was Porygon, yeah. I don't know about Trace. Okay. It's fine. So I really doubt I'm gonna kill it. I could recover. Because after another instance of Life Orb, I think I might kill. The downside of recover is if it kills me with a crit or something and then Nidoking can't kill it. But I think Nidoking should always be able to do that. I think we do it now. Rip it now. Every time we heal, we risk the double edge. Okay, we crit so it doesn't matter. Wonderful. Maybe. Useless crits. Wonderful. Ovi, I was already thinking about the Blastoise set, though. I do think Snorlax is better, but I was thinking about Blastoise. I'm interested in what ability Snorlax is. We are the wrong ability. Might still swap. This is a really bad trade to make, I think. There's a good chance I do die. Okay. Crit the Psychic, but I live. Hilarious. Okay. I really want to swap, but I'm also very aware you can just Earthquake. Shadow Ball does slightly more damage because of Expert Belt. We'll go SB. It's way better in the endgame 1v1s than the other two. I'm still in trouble, to be honest. No, Fisher, no! That's fine, it should never beat Snorlax. Particularly now I'm faster than it. It's the last game. I don't know about meta free. It would be Snorlax if it was someone. Are we? Like, Gunk Shot, you would think Metagross can just switch into it, but Gunk Shot is on a lot of sets with a lot of coverage moves. Okay, so we're definitely most scared of Kingdra 3, right? Particularly because Kingdra 3, the chance of it going for the dance into the outrage and it's locked into outrage, it's only using outrage because it's dodging the random AI. But we do have Espeon. I think we're fine here. Okay. It probably is worth going Snorlax, I think. Nice crit. I mean, I've won. It's over. Oh my god, thank you. Finally, it's Smart AI in both. Took just over 2 hours, which isn't actually too bad. So I'll be playing Factory on YouTube tomorrow. Be playing these 2 streaks, maybe just one of them. If everything goes well and I don't lose. If anyone to raid on Twitch. Ironmon. It's a bot. A lot of people playing Kaizo. Fair enough. Because I'm going straight to bed, I don't think I'm raiding anyone I don't know, though. Bum, 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 bum. Cool. No one's live. I'll be back. Be back tomorrow with some Factory singles on YouTube. Thanks for watching, guys.